What I'm doing here is I'm testing the alternator. This is the old, I don't know if you can see it here, that's the old Hitachi unit that shorted the diode pack out on me when I first got the car. I finally got a diode pack installed. I'm just seeing how well it performs. So, 12.9, it's just barely holding its own. That's the flashers. So I'm obviously right on the edge of it being able to keep up with it. We'll turn the flashers off. We'll see how it's. We'll check the RPM. Okay, flasher. Let's turn those off. The RPM's a little bit high. I'm at about, I don't know, 11.5. So that's a little bit on the high side. Got the high beams on. Let's see what the amp meter says. See if I'm keeping up with it. Probably just. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this exact same setup, except I'm going to put in that alternator there, which came from, like AutoZone or something like that. It's one of those Duralast jobs. But clearly the alternator can keep up with it, at least at that RPM. Under normal driving conditions, I'm sure I'm fine. I'm going to rev it up and see how it does. So at normal RPM driving down the road, I'm sure it's fine. You can easily keep up. We'll do one more test, this time with the headlights out. So it's like the minimal load now. It's just basically driving the car down the road. Oh yeah. So it's more than enough to keep up with it, obviously. The question is going to be, how much better is the other alternator as far as its idle current? I mean, it's really a function of the regulator, I'm guessing. But it'll be interesting to compare the two. Anyway, I'll do that setup tomorrow. I'll pull that alternator out, replace it. It only takes a few minutes to do it. Do another comparison. Let's just get one more check. I'm at 2 divisions out on the charge. I'm at about 14.5 volts. It didn't ever go any higher than that, so the regulator's working fine. I'm going to double check the RPM. The RPM's right around maybe 1200. Do I show the fan on? Oh. And now it's at the minimum setup. Lights out, fan off, door beeper running. Try one more time, this time with the door beeper off. .6. You can see very little current being drawn out of the alternator. Doesn't take much to run it. Just the ECU, or just the electronic ignition really in the spark. Okay, and that's all for now. Oh, one more thing I added on is this little tank here. This is actually a 75, which didn't have that tank, but I put the new radiator on, and the new radiator has the overflow tube on the other side, so I figured, well, I might as well go ahead and install it. Can't hurt. So it's got an overflow tank now. I never had an issue with that before. This thing runs so cold, it's not a problem. But anyway, let's take one more look. And so like I said, it seems to be able to keep up with the lights and everything just fine. And that's all for now. Thanks.